Oh, were you gonna ask me a second question? I think before.
Oh, it kind of went with the last question. Obviously, this isn't the worst game ever made, and it's not a very fair question. But yeah, I just wanted to get at what are the problems that we've been running into, and there are. I was reflecting on how do these problems that we run into with this Sonic game reflect other Sonic games.
Well, I mean, because usually the thing that tends to get attributed to Sonic is bad controls and bad mechanics, quote unquote. And it's like I'd like to. I try to beyond this understanding of, well, the controls are bad. There are lots of games with quote unquote bad controls that are incredible. It doesn't really matter, right?
Yeah. You're not going to criticize Mario's for having bad controls because every single Mario game has the exact same controls in like Tim Rogers' sense of that stickiness. Every game has the same friction, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I guess, in terms of Mario, in terms of how we normally think control, I'd actually say Mario has great controls. It's really easy to get to places. Cause, I mean, good control just means that does the game give me the tool necessary to complete a win state, right? You know, does like if I have, and does it do it without frustration, right? This understanding of, you know, oh, well, if I lose it, it's my fault, it's not the game's fault, right? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, but Sonic 06 often doesn't have that, right? It is the game's fault. The game doesn't provide me with the proper, haptic feedback that's necessary to you know, make jumps and do telekinesis properly and all that crap.
And most of its expression is based in they want you to succeed at the game.
Yeah, so it is a win state. So it is propelling you towards. So it is like that progression necessitates having to complete a win state, but then you can't.
I don't have any projectiles to fire at this guy. So I'm wondering what I'm missing. Oh, I remember. I remember now. I have to knock him out and then just throw him away.
Oh, cool. All right.
There we go. And I could do that with all these guys. Doi, I totally forgot that we can punch stuff.
Silver can punch.
Kinda.
Yeah, so I guess my my thing is I always a little larger than just 3D Sonic games tend to have bad controls, but they do. But like I said, Sonic Adventure 2 actually is a really good game regardless. It's just this understanding that the sort of tone and the nature of Sonic games, it's just how they feel. This is sort of like a more like emotional, conceptual thing started to change around 3D Sonic games. So start understanding that well, I guess my thing with Sonic was always that there is marketing Sonic and then there's Sonic in its content, and then there was a point where those two things started to merge.
I kind of like that idea.
And that's when the idea of Sonic started to break down. When it was started to reveal to people that Sonic is in itself like a fallacy, like Sonic is just like this weird like nonsensical construct that is just that is kind of goofy and isn't actually worth taking seriously in any like respectful sense. But this is the marketing Sonic, right? So understanding that the marketing that 3D Sonic games, which it tried to inject marketing Sonic into its content, actually start to reveal the fallacy of marketing Sonic, and therefore the games start to break down. You know, there was a time where Sonic games were really interesting. Like if you play Sonic the Hedgehog 1 on the Genesis, like it would be considered an experimental game when it came out. Now that thing would be on Game Jolt, and I'd be talking about it. You know what I mean? So like it's so abstract, and it has a lot of really interesting subtext and imagery to it, especially Sonic CD. Also.
Yeah, its engagement comes from that you're doing these multiple paths, and you have those environmentalist themes. It was experimental. It had a lot of expression, both in game design and in just narrative design.
Well, the thing with environmentalist themes is that it's a really weird subversion of environmentalism. Like it's this weird, like sort of like it's just like a cyberpunk framed environmentalism. It's this thing where environmentalism comes in contact with transhumanism. Like it's a hardcore, like it's a mature science fiction story. It really I'm serious. Like it totally is. And but the thing about that, the reason why I was able to come out is because Sonic, the marketing Sonic, the cool 90s, you know, whip the finger dude was never actually emphasized all that much. What was emphasized in old Sonic games was, of course, the setting, the tone, and the what's it called, the tone, the setting, and a certain sense of movement.
Which I don't think that has necessarily changed, because I mean I'm about to like walk into a circle of light and be transported by, I'm going to be carried on the wings of an eagle towards the next destination, which is like just part of the world here in Soliana.
Yeah, I guess a lot of this it sort of rings hollow for me though.
Oh yeah, no, I can
Yeah,
understand
yeah,
that too.
yeah. I mean, it would be interesting to because it does kind of comes out with this weird vibes of like a monarchy, but it never actually really does anything with it, you know. So just understanding that Sonic's content was always different than its marketing image, and that Sonic's content always had something to it. It always had something under it.
Wait,
That allowed
holy
Sonic to bring
crap!
it. Oh, what?
We just so
Yeah.
when we did this entire cutscene on the Sonic side, Silver just started helping us out of nowhere.
Well, he came in. He came into the cutscene.
You look like
But now that we've played through the Silver side,
what's going on?
we actually have like a framing for why Silver decided to change his mind. And he went through 3 trials.
Snap.
Yeah.
Because he did the trials?
Yeah.
That's super weird.
And because we had that whole adventure with Shadow, where we like went back in time. And so now we can finally reconnect with Sonic and basically save the day.
Okay.
And this was the point where the Shadow series took a turn, went completely different direction. And so now that we're finally playing the Silver story again, we get to go a totally different direction. Or we get a return, sorry, we get a return back to the same direction that we started with Sonic. Oh, we lost Solani. Oh no. And I still can't throw things quite correctly. But we're working on it. Now that I actually know how to play with Silver, this is so much easier. Took that trial though. Needed that trial to figure it out. Alright, let me figure out what the beeping is with Zolani.
Hello?
Hey there.
Hi, Skype just crashed randomly.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, is it okay? What's going on now?
I think everything's okay on my end now.
Okay, are you still...
Still recording.
Are you still...
Everything's working
Okay.
on my end.
Okay, can I be heard? Should I...
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay, alright, can you screen share? Okay, there you are. Alright, okay.
There we
this
go.
Is the already... Okay, yeah, there. Alright, perfect.
Everything's back again.
Yeah, yeah, so that's basically it's just a weird like really change of tone that really like made Sonic games a lot worse, and that means that Sonic games, the problem that they had, which is that Sonic games are always clunky. They were always clunky. They
I
were always
agree.
kind of weird and hard to go, even in the Genesis times. But now there's nothing to counteract that. There's nothing to deal with it. It's just all the worst parts of Sonic games is just in itself just revealed to us.
That's what I was thinking about Sonic 06, was that there's like a reflection that's definitely staring everyone straight in the face. And we
Yeah.
talked about last time, everyone has a opinion. Whoa, we're actually getting huge frame drops now. Which is weird for a console game. Oh my god. Did you see that?
No, it kind of cut off for a bit.
That's probably for the better. No, we had like the frames just dropped out of nowhere.
Okay.
Which
I'm pretty sure I saw that. Yeah.
what is shooting at us? Oh, you are. But I was wondering, since like we said, everyone has an opinion on Sonic the last time, and that was a kind of a beautiful, weird, amazing thing. Every time Sonic news comes out, the entire, like, not just gamer culture, but even outside of that, people have an opinion.
The whole internet has an opinion. Yeah, it's really weird. I still get kind of like concerned about the whole Sonic Boom thing, because everyone really hated those designs, and I have no idea why. There's nothing about the Sonic Boom designs that make me go, oh god, this is awful. Like there's a lot of like art, a lot of like anti-Sonic Boom art that was just people totally like making fun of their proportions. People making fun of how ridiculous they look. It's like these are anthropomorphic animals.
Missed that jump.
Like, I don't like. Oh shit. Oh.
Yep.
Were you supposed to make? Were you supposed to go there?
I don't know. Oh, but I don't have a short. I'm gonna have to do this all over again.
Okay.
Get out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't understand, like, why people seem to have so much hatred for those things, but also people have a lot of investment in how they're supposed to look. There's so much emotional investment in these characters who would figure would pretty much be gone from the face of the culture.
Oh god.
But people are still really invested in this idea of Sonic as a thing.
Right. I don't need to fight these
It's
guys.
really weird. it's just kind of odd. Like there are people talking about how long their legs are. It's like I just but I fail to see why that matters.
Even though, yeah, that's such a trivial
really
thing, but it
does.
matters to people.
Yeah.
And so Sonic 06 also resonates with that same idea that these things matter. And I think that the problems that we see with Sonic 06 are very reminiscent of problems that we get with all of the other Sonic games, but all at the same time. Unlike other newer Sonic games that address these issues specifically, like Unleashed, I think is one of them, and Colors maybe.
Yeah, Colors. Colors is the other one.
Oops, I just broke that big tower.
Huh.
We were supposed to jump onto that tower.
Oh.
Not onto the other thing.
Oh, okay.
I was supposed to use the pendulums to break that tower, but apparently it's coded so that anything can break that tower.
Oh,
No, we're good.
God.
We're good.
Oh,
Don't
God,
worry.
I thought you wouldn't make it. Oh God. Okay. That was hard.
I'm glad to prove you wrong.
Yeah, okay. That's a good thing there.
Did you see that? That wall was booby trapped.
Yeah.
All these
but you
boulders
just kinda-
behind the wall.
Yeah, but you just kind of jumped over. I don't know what
I'm
that.
so
I don't
done
know
with
if
that.
They just didn't trigger or something. Like.
I'm gonna see if I can break it from the other side. And drop the boulders on the robots at the bottom. Almost. They don't. The robots aren't affected by those boulders, but I still almost did it. Okay, there's a checkpoint. Checkpoint. I need that.
Oh shit! You gotta make that checkpoint. No. Oh come on! You gotta make that checkpoint.
It's there. It's there. We got it. Ta-da!
Ah, okay, good. All right.
What are you? I didn't even touch this bridge.
Oh no!
No, it's okay.
Okay.
It's okay,
Oh,
but I don't
God.
have any rings.
You have a ring now. So
Wait, how am I supposed to get up there? Oh, there we go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, alright then.
So I'm just gonna skip all of this stuff.
You can just run past it all, I'm pretty sure.
And yeah. Where do they want me to go?
Right there.
Hmm.
Oh, you gotta hit that bounce pad. Yeah. Ugh.
That is dangerous. Dangerous.
I think ET is really interesting, by the way. I feel the need to note that now that we're talking about Sonic 06.
E.T.?
Yeah, the ET, the Atari game.
Oh, you know, that's a good point of reference.
Well, I mean, ET is sort of similar, right? In that a lot of its problems just come from its controls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but also are reminiscent of other control issues that were seen on the console at the time. And just game design issues.
Yeah.
Not knowing where to
you
lead
just-
next.
Yeah, you got lost a lot.
I wonder if you could say that
Shit.
it's kind of a bold claim and kind of a stretch, but I wonder if you can say that E.T. inspires modern design as a way of like what not to do, because
Well, sure.
now we have design issues where it's like you are absolutely oversharing the controls of your game, as opposed to the problems with E.T. was that you had no idea what to do.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you pick up the arcade review issue number 2 coming on April 20th.
Really? Do you have a
you
thing
know,
on it?
One of the writers on it, his name is Brandon Vance. He discusses this understanding of that games that are centerless, that have nothing under them, but also this understanding of the kind of weird design, this sort of oversharing understanding of design, where we do this thing where we put breadcrumbs in game design, right? We want to tell people everything. We want to give them all the subtext. There's nothing under those games, and it's understanding of games where you feel lost, in the sense that games that bewilder you conceptually isn't really something that's around. Which sort of things in my topic is that games don't really challenge us all that much, right? They don't challenge us often
Oh,
conceptually.
cool.
So there's a good piece about that.
So that's going to be an arcade review next month,
It's
or at the end of this
a
month?
lot of good things are going to be in that issue.
Oh man.
I don't want to toot the horn, and
You
and
should.
I know that I edit it, so like I'm super biased, but that issue is really good. That's like hard, if it's just like top bar art criticism, honestly, like it's really really good. So So I'm pretty excited to put that out.